Hey, what's up everyone? 2013 is over, and what better way to celebrate than to count down the top 10 Master Grade Gundam model kits of the year? Well, there's hundreds of better ways, but let's just roll with this one. Just to point out in advance that this is a top 10 because I'm not including the Sinanju anime version, Strike Rouge Otori, or the titanium coating New Gundam, because, well, I didn't buy them. But the Sinanju and New Gundam are just recolors of other years' kits. And the Strike Rouge is just a recolor of the Master Grade Strike Remaster that does appear in this top 10 but with an alternate striker pack, so there's no major loss there. Another note on how I rank the kits. I've rated each kit by addressing the 5 aspects I usually do in a review, which are aesthetics, gimmicks, accessories, qualities, and posability. But instead of a rank out of 10, this time I'm using a plus, 0, and minus for simplicity. The 0 represents average, as in what I expect is par for the course for a Master Grade kit, minus being sub-average, and plus being better than average. As well as the usual 5, I've added a 6th aspect to the list, and that's SP, and that's shelf presence. Because when everything is done and dusted, every kit's final resting place is your shelf, and some kits stand out and some just blur into the background. And I think it's an important aspect to mention here. So these are my choices for the top 10 Master Grades of 2013, so let's get this countdown started. At the very bottom of the list at number 10 is the Age 2 Double Bullet from the series Mobile Suit Gundam Age. The Gundam anime adaptations are in essence a platform to sell toys. As far back as the original 1979 anime, to me Gundam Age has been Bandai's lowest point when it comes to this, and feel the whole Age system is just an excuse to reuse as much resources as possible. With only one Master Grade Age kit released this year, and as Master Grade kits adorn bargain bins all around Japan, I'm guessing the Master Grade Age 3 and Age FX are never going to see the light of day. Which is a shame because that Age FX prototype looked awesome. The Double Bullet is the third Age 2 release after the Age 2 Normal and the Age 2 Dark Hound. All around a fairly substandard Master Grade, and it mainly fails in the quality department, with its overall stability undermined by its transformation, and it just all around feels flimsy. Definitely by no means the worst kit in the world. It's still a good Master Grade, it just doesn't compare to the kits further up the list. Some might be very shocked that the Tallgeese is coming in so low on the list at number 9. If this was a list just based on what mobile suits I liked, this would be much higher, but from a subjective standpoint, and ranking the kits on their merits and flaws, this is where this one stands. It's just one of those kits I felt while building that Bandai just didn't really try too hard with this one. Of course they can't pack as much into it, wing mobile suits are much smaller than those in other series, and therefore a 100th scale plastic kit is going to be pretty small. But don't get me wrong, it's definitely not a bad kit. With mostly an average score across the board, it's definitely a decent kit. There are rarely bad Master Grade kits, and that's why I love the Master Grade line. And this list really is a comparison of good, great, and amazing. The only one thing the Tallgeese gets a low score for is shelf presence. It's both small and is predominantly white, and anyone who has at least a few Gunpla kits on display will know there tends to be a lot of white on show, and the Tallgeese tends to just blend in. At this point I know for a fact there's some people throwing their hands up in the air, yelling this idiot has absolutely no clue what he's talking about, the Jesta is freaking awesome. Yes, the Jesta from Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn is coming in at number 8 in the top 10, and scores the same as the Tallgeese, but gets the higher place in the list as it's my personal preference between the two. When I first saw the prototype of this kit, it just looked like a scaled up version of the high grade, and that's exactly what this kit feels like. A big high grade with some Master Grade features. Scoring the highest in aesthetics because the Jesta just looks undeniably badass, but those great low key colors are a double-edged sword. They look awesome, but that doesn't mean it doesn't stand out too much in your shelf. It also gets a low score for gimmicks again because of the high grade feel of the kit and a general lack of gimmicks. At number 7 is the Wing Gundam Proto Zero, which is a Kotoki redesign of the Wing Zero from Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. Every now and then there comes along a kit which I would consider a typical Master Grade. A kit that's completely average across the board, that's pretty solid, only got a few accessories, the majority of which you can keep attached to the kit at one time. Standard gimmicks, that's just a simple but well designed kit that's really just in the middle of the road. No problems, but doesn't shine in any particular aspect. Last year that would have been the Master Grade Buster Gundam, and this year it's the Proto Zero. Scoring an average across the board, this kit is a great simple little Master Grade and one I definitely recommend for beginners. The Geara Doga is at number 7 in the list, and again I just have to reinforce that being this high up in the list definitely does not mean this is a bad kit. In fact, it's an awesome kit. Scoring high for quality because this kit is built like a brick shithouse. It's big and it's solid. It also scores high for shelf presence. Zeon kits are fairly rare in comparison to Fedi or Gundam style kits, and this is a pretty big one. It's sure to stand out in your collection unless you have a ton of green Zakus up there as well. For everything else though, it's a pretty standard master grade. The outward detail is minimal, it has a nice set of accessories, standard gimmicks, and it has decent articulation. If you're into UC Zeon kits, then this one is a definite must buy. There really isn't enough love for Zeon in the master grade line. Coming into the top 5 now, and at number 5, the Sinanju Stein. This is the Sinanju before Full Frontal got his hands on it and gave it a Zeon makeover. Not quite as awesome looking as that awesome red Sinanju, but still looks amazing. And definitely its strongest aspects are its looks. It's huge, so it will stand out, and the Sinanju design always looks great. The quality of this kit is top notch, and some of the quality issues that were found in the old Sinanju kit have been addressed here, like the tight, easy to break waist joint. Not too many accessories with this kit, just the shield, rifle, and beam sabers, and this will stand out due to its sheer size. At 4 is the Rezel Type C from Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. This monster of a kit is a variant of the 2010 Rezel and Rezel Commander kits, and comes with both Defensor A and B units, so this kit has a lot of accessories. It looks absolutely fantastic in Mobile Suit mode and can also transform to Wave Rider mode. Its biggest down point though is that it's pretty much a glorified statue. Combining the fact that it's covered with weapons and is loaded with gimmicks and moving parts that are part of its transformation, the articulation is relatively poor and a lot of its movement is restricted. As well as this, the quality just isn't there and it struggles just to stand up, even with that included prop stand. This is one kit that will definitely stand out. The color is unique and it's just plain huge. This is one hell of a grunt suit. Now on to the top 3, and at number 3 we have the Strike Gundam version remaster. From Mobile Suit Gundam Seed. A remaster of the 2003 kit to go with the newly remastered Seed series. This kit has been greatly improved. I scored it very high for gimmicks mainly due to the option to use other striker packs with the Strike Gundam. This kit includes the odd striker pack, but you can use striker packs from other kits as well. The quality of the mobile suit itself is very high, but sadly the quality of the striker pack isn't on par with the suit and can fall apart quite easily. This mobile suit has great articulation and play value, but again it's just a variation on the standard Gundam design, so it won't stand out from the crowd on your display shelf. Seemingly coming out of complete nowhere with a very short wait between its announcement and its release is the Master Grade RX-78-2 version 3.0. Previous to this kit's release, I have never built an RX-78-2 kit at all. Nothing about the granddaddy of all Gundams ever got me excited enough to take the plunge, but when this kit was announced I knew this would be the time. Almost seeming to be just a showcase of Bandai's scale model kit designing and producing prowess, this kit is a combination of both Master Grade and Real Grade. Its inner frame and gimmicks are most definitely Master Grade, and its outer aesthetics and color separation are very Real Grade. The color separation here is phenomenal. 2 shades of blue, 2 shades of red, 3 shades of white, yellow, and that's just the armor. This kit both looks amazing and the quality of this kit is amazing, but its only real letdown is its lack of accessories. Bandai did release an additional online exclusive set of accessories for this kit as well as LEDs. If they were included in the box, this could have been the ultimate RX-78 kit. Even with its top-notch production, amazing aesthetics and quality, this is still just a small standard red, blue and yellow and white Gundam, and it doesn't really stand out when put up on a display shelf with the rest of your kits. And at number 1, and undeniably the best Master Grade kit of 2013, and quite possibly the best Master Grade to date, is the Master Grade Sazabi Ver. Aesthetically, this kit looks fantastic. The colors are amazing, some great color separation here, and the detailing is great. This kit is loaded with gimmicks, including a slight transformation. The quality is amazing. Considering its size and the sheer amount of moving parts on this kit, it's surprisingly sturdy and very well designed. On the negative side, the posability isn't the greatest, but then again, what do you expect? Look at this thing, it's huge and bulky, but the amount of points of articulation on this kit definitely makes up for the limited range of movement at some of the joints. A ton of accessories including 2 tomahawks, rifle, long rifle, beam sabers, and the same set of beam effects that came with the Sinanju kit. And does this kit stand out? Definitely! It's massive, detailed, and bright red. An epic kit, and one that definitely does justice to a mobile suit as awesome as Sazabi, and definitely deserves the title of Best Gundam Model Kit of 2013. So that's my top 10 list of Gundam kits for this year. tried to keep this as subjective as possible, with a bit of my own opinion in there as well. So let me know in the comments what you think, and tell me what was your number one Gunpla kit of this year. So thanks for watching my top 10 kits of 2013. I hope to be doing this again next year. If there's one thing I've learned from this hobby this year, it's glue every single non-moving part of a kit. It prevents a lot of headaches, especially after earthquakes.